Hey up, you beautiful lot. My name's Jason, and this is my 80s podcast. You put the boom boom into my heart. Right, you beautiful lot. Here comes the intro. That intro a bit spinning around. Right, you beautiful lot. Welcome to another episode. So please take a look and a listen and enjoy. Right. This is just a random chat that I had with the amazing Karen Hardy Friday night on TikTok. And I put it together because we were just talking about everything, and then all of a sudden we went straight into 80s. So I thought I would put a little bit of a snippet, little bits together of our chat talking about 80s. You can only see me. Karen was a little bit shy this day. She wasn't shy. You don't want to know why she weren't on video. But she was just brilliant, as always. So I thought I would put a little bit together and put it out there, let you watch. Those who didn't watch us on Friday night, because it was quite late. So this is me and Karen Hardy talking randomly about some great 80s stuff. Go on, take a look. Like some people are, and I think some people are, and you know what I mean, in just because of their sexuality. But like he was saying to us, but it never bothered anyone because it was you. And I just think that's quite, I thought that's quite nice, isn't it? The fact
and
that
that's the thing. We've said about this before, and I think the era, the 80s, late 70s, 80s, when it all started to sort of kick off and stuff, children, my age, your age, were so more accepting. It was the adults that were the problem. It wasn't the kids. The kids were absolutely fine with it. You know, we didn't have a problem.
It was the adults, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I don't remember as a kid, right? I don't remember anything about racism. I don't remember.
No, I don't.
I don't remember being horrible to anybody.
No, I don't.
I don't remember being homophobic. I don't remember.
No, I don't.
I think it was the adults at the time.
I think you're right, and I don't ever remember as a kid.
No, I didn't. My best friend was black, and her name's Michelle, and we grew up together, played out together. I was all around her house. Our mum and dad used to have amazing parties at the weekend, Jamaican parties, and I just sat and hung out with them, and I just thought she was great. And
I think you're right, and I think it was adults, because I just think as kids, it didn't even. I mean, we were talking about, and I can't ever remember seeing someone of a different skin tone and thinking anything bad about it. And I don't ever. No, and I don't now. And I've never done that now. And I didn't then. And that's why I think it blows my mind when I see how it is now. And I just think, I never, and then it's a bit like we spoke to before. It's like I can't ever remember knives, people bullying, or I know it's a completely different world now.
I know, it's a sad thing, isn't it? But we all watched out for each other. We went round in great big groups, and like you said, we used to go down the park. We all played. We all watched out for each other. We all watched out for each other's brothers and sisters. You know, we made sure people got home. We walked them to their back gates, you know, because it goes up into a cloud. It's so sad because the kids will message each other and be really nasty to each other, and think, if you were like us when we were kids, you'd just go around the corner, have a go at your friend, she'd have a go at your back, and you storm off, and then that'd be it. You wouldn't talk to each other for a few days, and then.
I'm glad that I never had any of that when we didn't have no phones, did we?
Well, they were more trusting of us, I think. I don't know, but I just wanted them to be safe.
I was remember just going out as a kid and.
Oh, you were out for ages, weren't you?
Back Willy Lilla.
Yeah, ages.
Just as the dark. I mean, you came back when it was dark, didn't you?
I used to get up on a Saturday morning. So I get up about 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I'd go downstairs, have some breakfast. My mum would go, "What are you doing today?" "Oh, I'm going out with my mates." "Oh, okay, don't be long." "Yeah, right." So I used to go downtown with them. I spent all day in town. I don't know what I used to do. I think we used to go to the Wimpy and have a burger, and then we'd play in the park. And I'd roll in at like 5 o'clock when the football results were being played on the telly, and my mum was dishing up tea. And she used to just go, Oh, hello. We go, hello. Didn't know where we were, what we were doing.
No,
Yeah.
and it's quite bizarre, isn't it, when you
Yeah.
think of, I always think when I think of that, like, they ain't got a clue. I mean, you could be anywhere, can't
We
you?
cycled for miles. We used to get on our bikes and cycle all cross country. I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Oh, yeah, that's true.
We never had that when we were younger, did we? None of that book shit.
Nah, I didn't have World Book Day. We didn't have a lot of things, did we? School disco's about the only excitement of the year.
School discos. So every time you used to
Mars
go,
bar and a Coke from the tuck shop.
oh, well, see, I was going to say mine was different. So you used to dance every time when you were dancing with someone. You used to get a fun side Mars bar in your pants, didn't you?
Go and have a quick fag by the bike shed.
I did have a fag there. I was only about 30. God, yeah. About 13. Tell my mum I smoked at 13.
Uh-huh.
But then we were talking about that as well. But smoking was so fashionable, wasn't it?
Yep.
When you think then,
No.
because no one knew about the implementations of it, you know.
No, and I think because as well, lots of parents smoked.
Yeah.
It was easier for you to smoke because they couldn't smell it on you because they smoked themselves.
I mean, my mum used to smoke number 10, and they were like that.
Oh, yes. Number 10 and a pack of matches was 26.5 pence.
She used to have the 10 number 10 or the 10 number 6, but and they were tiny things. I used to think to myself, and
yeah, 2 puffs and they're gone.
Yeah. And it used to make me laugh because she'd leave them on the side and think, how has she not noticed that I've took one out?
Oh no, we used to have I don't know if you had one, but oh my god, we had the football that used to put the cigarettes in it. It was the shape football. You lifted the top up and all the cigarettes went in these little holes in the top. But I used to nick my I thought it was really good because I used to get my stepdad's Benson and Edges. So I used to take a Benson and Edges. I know, I had a Benson and Edges, and I used to pull the Swan Vesta matches. I used to take them because you could strike them on a wall.
Yes. You could, couldn't you? Well, some of the other ones you couldn't, but the Swan ones you could.
Yeah, the red ones, absolutely. That's how I set my hair alight. Because we were all in the corner trying to light a fag, and I had like 3 cans of hairspray on, and we went to light it, and all my hair went up in flames. My friend was hitting me on the side of my head to try and get the flames out, and then he died.
Swan Vesta were the only matches that used to light on the walls. Because you know, do you know what I used to feel? You know, I used to nick a fag and you'd get one of the cheap matches,
and they kept going out.
Oh, and you'd strike, and
the wind. Everyone used to huddle round. To see, that's why I got my hair alight, because we had our hands all cupped around this match.
You'd be like,
yeah. The thing was, right, it all went black and singed. So I was like, I can't go home looking like this. Luckily, my best friend Tracy Taylor, her sister Debbie, was a hairdresser's, and we walked all the way up to the top of our town centre. And she just knocked on the door and she said to her, "Can you do something with this?" and pointed at my head. And she was like, "Right, come in." So she gave me a completely new hairstyle, and I got home. My mum didn't even notice.
No.
No.
At least, she'd have noticed it would have been singed more than.
Oh God, it was so funny. So funny.
I forgot about that, yeah, because some of them used to like constantly strike them, didn't you? You couldn't ever get anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I used to do sometimes? If you hadn't got a box, or do you know if you knew they weren't strike, you try and
rip the strike off the side of the packet.
Yeah, you could, if you did them together against each other, you used to be able to do that. Yeah. I remember doing that, and then the blue bit would drop off of your thing.
When I was in my late teens, I thought it was really posh because I got a Zippo.
Do you think you got up market?
Yeah, I used to flip it. Like some sort of gangster, like flick the Zippo.
You think you was in some sort of like gang?
I thought I was really cool.
Bugsy Malone. Is that what you
Oh,
thought you
dear.
said, Bugsy?
But you had to keep filling it up, didn't you?
Oh, and it smelled of petrol, didn't it? Oh, you could smell I hate petrol smell.
I know, but that used to set light as well, because once you filled it up and you lit it, the whole thing, you used to have to burn the whole thing to sort of burn all the stuff off. And you'd be moving your hand around going, ah!
Because I remember having one, and it got the bottom bit. It was like it got like a white. It was like a white fluffy. It was like a little white pan. He used to just put oil in there. And I thought, how is that
Yes.
working?
But if you put too much in, it used to go all around the lighter. You used to have to burn it off. And I've dropped it many a time on the floors, like.
I always remember. I can remember when I eventually I had one. I used sometimes you go woo.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a fire starter.
I'm surprised you had any air, Karen. If I'm honest.
Oh no, I'm surprised I'm even here after things we used to get up to. Sliding down a big hill in a milk crate.
Oh,
That was great.
Yeah. I always
Or a bit of cardboard.
But yeah, I was saying that. I used to go down the hills on a fucking when we used to do a go kart and the wheels were going
Oh
like
my
that.
god. The only way to stop was to go into a wall. Aim for the wall. Aim for the curb.
Hit the wall or drag your toe bits and your shoes down.
And they used to.
And you go back home and you knew you'd rather hit the wall than go back with drag.
It never turned. I don't know why we even took the words. This bit of string on it. What was it going to do? Because it used to pull one side and get your foot caught, and then your foot was trapped.
I remember my sister on there once. We was going down on this go kart when my sister was at the front, and she's going, "We're not going to stop, Jay." I went, "What?" She goes, "What we're going to do?" I goes, "Well, you're going to have to put your feet." Oh no, I'd rather hit that car than drag the shoes across the floor. And I just think that's really bad that you would rather hit a car in the street than actually go back with your front of your shoes all dragged across the floor because your mum would kill you if you had them.
We were dangerous. We were very. I went head first into a tree once off the top of my handlebars of my bike. Gave myself concussion.
Oh my god! I remember having when I had loads of bikes. It was the racers. I remember we used to go up and down the path, and I always remember I didn't lift it up. So we used to go up the curb, didn't you? And I didn't lift it, and I must have hit the curb. The front of the bike, but front of the wheel went like that, and I went straight over the top.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I hate that. Do you know what I was worried about though? I'd lost my chewing gum. It came flying out my mouth, and I kept saying to everyone, "Where's my chewing gum?" I didn't know what day of the week it was, and everyone was saying to me, "I think you should get your mum." I'm like, "I'm fine, I'm fine."
Oh my god!
And I didn't tell her. I'm surprised I didn't go in my sleep. When
Honestly, I always remember going home. Oh my! I think I can remember when we used to climb. I mean, how are we not dead? How are
I don't know. I had a 5-inch nail. I hammered through a bit of wood and split my finger. And we just literally, do you know what we put on it? Dock leaves. Because we didn't have a bandage, so they stuck dock leaf around my finger and tied it up with grass.
Oh my god! I always remember running around a fence. There's a nail out it. I mean, I still got the scar, and it ripped the whole of my finger. I went into my mum and went, "It's bleeding." She put a fucking bandage right. Go and play outside. And about 2 minutes later, it was red raw. I think you need to go to A&E now, Jay.
I'll tell you what though, if we'd have been taken up to A&E for everything we did, our parents would have been questioned.
Yeah, they would have done.
We were always.
I remember, oh my, obviously, because I mean, believe it or not, Karen, I was very mouthy when I was.
I've never broken anything though as a kid.
I did. I broke that wrist, and then I broke that wrist, and I broke my ankle when I was about 12, running for a
I've had
ball.
stitches. I had stitches in my head.
I've
had stitches other places.
I think I've got a scar thing there.
Mm.
You can see under there. But,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you used to just. I can always remember when I was about 14. So you're going about like 85. I remember falling over on my ankle and going home to my mum, and she's going. She thought, obviously thinking you didn't want to go to school. Go to fucking school. And I literally walked to school. Now the school was like 10 minutes away, Karen. It took me 45 minutes to get there because of the pain. And I got to school, and the teacher ran with much. You need to take Jason to A&E.
I remember once, right, we got bored outside, right? We were playing cricket, and you used to draw the stumps on the wall. So we got bored with that. We didn't want to play cricket anymore. So suddenly, all of a sudden, like you would, the bat suddenly turned into lightsabers, and so we were doing all the race with the lightsabers, and we were whacking them against each other. And all of a sudden, we whacked it, and it just splintered into like 1,000 pieces. And we're all like going out with our hands and putting our hands up, thinking it's going to fly in our eyes. We had bits in our hair, we had bits stuck in our arms, and we were picking bits of wood out of our hands.
I do honestly, Karen. I do. I just think growing up in that era, 70s, 80s, especially 80s time, I always think, how am I do think, how am I still here? Because
going down steps on a bike.
Like the canal. We used to go down the canal.
Yes.
Your parents didn't know you were there, and you jump in this canal, which now, if you looked in it, you just think, how the fuck have I not got 10 fingers and two arms on one side of my arm? You know what I mean? And they didn't know you were there, and I remember, oh my God.
And the other day I was talking to someone about roundabouts. I used to put lolly sticks or sticks up by the roundabout, and they used to whiz the roundabout round, and you used to have to try and pick up these bits of stones and sticks, and your hands would get dragged underneath the roundabout. It was like
and that's like we were talking about when we spoke before about like when you used to have a bike and you used to jump over people.
Oh yeah, like Evel Knievel.
I just think, and it's like a couple of bricks with a piece of wood, and you just think, no wonder the person that was like the sixth one was shitting himself. It was all right if you do the first one, you thought, oh, the bricks are going to drop on there. I'm not going to. But if you were like the sixth one, you just think, please tell me he's really good.
Well, at 9 years old, my brother for Christmas got a dartboard and darts. It's like, why would you give him darts? He's dangerous. He threw one at me.
Do you know what, Mark? I used to have them, and we used to have a dartboard. I used to have it in the hallway, and there's more. I mean, Mum, I don't know why she moaned at all the holes in the walls. You're going to be a dartboard. I'm 10 years old.
Exactly.
I'm going to hit that board.
Exactly. What are you moaning at? Stop moaning.
I used to love the dartboard. I did love a good dartboard.
Oh dear. And what was I saying the other day because it's so funny now, because I talked to some of the girls that obviously are a lot younger than me now, and they're bringing their children up in the new world.
Yeah.
And I sit there and they're absolutely gobsmacked at me. They sit there with their mouths wide open because they were like, they argued with their siblings, and I was like, yeah, what sort of, did you do? Oh, he just pushed me out of the chair. I said, oh, I hit my brother with the yellow pages once, and then he broke his neck. And they they look at me and like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, and I broke his arm. He knocked one of my teeth out.
But the thing is though, isn't it? Growing up as kids in like 80s, 70s, whatever it was, I mean, you know what I mean? It was like, we were, and it was like water off a duck's back. And
it was.
And I think that's probably why, like when you hear people go, and you think, oh God, man up. Because when we were younger, in the 80s, especially growing up in the 80s and all that, as a kid, it was like, just get on with it.
We did get into trouble because we got bored. I mean, we used to go to a place called the Hampshire Clinic that was near us, and it was derelict. They torn it down to make a new building somewhere else. So it was just ruins. But we used to go down there and play amongst the bricks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they had outside. They used to have denture impressions, and we used to pick them up and throw them at the windows. Smash the windows. Why? Why would you do that? But it's like we thought it was fun.
But I always found it really bizarre because I remember when I was, God, it's got to be like 12, 82, 83. I remember we used to go down to like, there was like a, I mean, now it's quite scary when you think about it. It was like an old derelict school, but it was, and we used to go into, and it was all full of water.
Oh, I
So
love
we
that.
used to like, we used to go in and there's all these different, there used to be these like different room things, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was, and do you know, now I just think, how the hell have you not got some sort of like disease? How the hell? How the hell have I not got like 10 eyes? Because we used to wallow in the water.
I know. But even the canals weren't that clean.
Right.
They weren't clean either. They were.
I mean, the canals then, I mean, they probably were a lot cleaner then than they are now.
Yeah, probably.
But even then, I used to think, now I just think to myself,
and another one, we had a park and we had a slide, but not like the slides you have now. This slide was like 20 foot tall. It was like massive and metal with no side bits to hold you on. So you could easily fall off the side as you were going down. And at the top, all that held you in was this box at the top.
Yeah.
But you had to climb up these rickety steps rusty steps to get up the top. Everyone piled on the steps because you queued to get up there.
Like that, wasn't it?
And it was like death-defying drop. It just was like... And you came down front first and backwards.
And you used to stick to it sometimes, didn't you, on the metal?
Yeah, and climb up it. You used to climb up it as well and put your legs either side of the slide, and people used to slide under you.
We used to do that. Do you know when we was, like them big slides in the 80s when they used to be massive? And people used to come and you'd climb up on the side and you put your legs so they'd go under your legs.
Yep.
You think to yourself, what the fuck would you have done if they would have hit you in between your legs? Because because it was so steep, you'd come flying down. And
but the fact that you could just, if you fell, I think you'd have died. I think it was concrete. We had concrete under it.
It's not like the namby-pamby stuff like all these little plastic stuff.
And we had a maypole. That was hilarious.
A maypole.
And the swings, you literally just swang up in the air and let go and jumped off.
And we did, and I used to stand on my legs and try and go really high and try and see if you can go over the top.
Yeah.
You just think, why the flaming hell?
Then you had people sitting on the frames of the swing, either side of you, sticking their leg out.
Yeah, they were, and they did that on purpose.
Yeah, to try and make your swing go wonky. And then you had two on a swing.
Oh, we did.
One pushing, the other one pushing.
What was the other one that they used to have where you used to sit
like
on
a seesaw thing?
Yeah, I used to go, I mean, that was as rickety, and that used to go like quite high. That was rickety as hell, that was.
And that stupid horse thing, dragon thing that had loads of seats, and if you... It used to hurt. It used to hurt.
It used to just like...
Your legs.
Karen, there's a park near me, not near me, where we used to live, and there's one of them still there now.
Oh my word!
With the loads of seats on them, and it's quite a rickety. I mean, it's when you look at it, you just think, God, it's like my childhood. But it's really. I mean, obviously it's got graffiti.
But down the park, it was a bit of rope and a stick on the end, wasn't it? They just swung on the stick.
How are we alive? How are we alive and how are we still breathing?
Don't know, because you ate everything that dropped on the floor. 2-second rule, pick it up.
We went with a second.
We share chewing gum.
Did you share chewing gum with your friends?
Yeah.
You share, and like anything that fell on the... Oh my, you did, because when he fell on the floor, he could be there. It didn't even have to have a 30-second, he'd be there for an hour.
Dead fags.
Oh, do you know?
Right down to the bottom bit.
And you'd shout and you go...
And it used to go all yellow on the end. where you got down to the last little bit. It used to burn.
Yeah, they did. They showed me your friend, and you'd have the right arse if you were the last one to have a drag of it, wouldn't you? Because you won't get much of it.
No,
But I do remember the sharing the chewing gum, and especially dropping things on the floor because you just picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything. You just picked it up, innit?
But now, you wouldn't even dream. Would you not dream? You wouldn't, would you? Not like it was then.
No, I mean,
did you think? And I used to love because when I was a kid, and you always on a Sunday, we always got jelly and ice cream.
Yeah.
Every Sunday we had jelly.
Every single weekend.
We
had bread and butter with ours, and we used to mop it up.
And then the Sunday charts that you tried to tape on your cassette.
Yeah, and my mum always used to bake on a Saturday, so she used to bake cakes. So she'd do a fruit cake, and then she'd do jam tarts or lemon curd tarts, and she'd make a load of stuff, and then that would be in with our tea as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah. All right then. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening and watching, and have an amazing day. And if you want to follow me, I think you should follow, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, or remembered what that was called, TikTok, anywhere where you can find me. Please follow me, please like, please comment, share, and have an amazing day, you beautiful human beings.